Hans, welcome back to Faith Nation. You know, Republicans say it's unconstitutional to impeach a president after he's left office. Democrats say there is a precedent. They point to the 1876 impeachment of President Grant's Secretary of War convicted after leaving office. Hans, your thoughts. Can President Trump also be convicted post-presidency?
No, the Constitution, I think, is very clear on this. Senator Graham is correct. Senator Toomey is wrong. The impeachment clause was put in there as a way of removing current sitting federal officers. It does not apply to private citizens. The one precedent that they point to in 1876 was very controversial at the time, and you'll note it has never been repeated in the entire history of the United States. It's particularly, we know it's unconstitutional for this reason, too. Remember, no one's talking about the fact that the Constitution prohibits bills of attainder. What that means is that Congress cannot hold trials to go after private citizens bypassing the judicial system. And that's exactly what they're doing right now.
You know, Hans, when we talk about precedents, what kind of precedents do you think this trial will set going forward?
This sets a terrible precedent because it means that in the future, for example, if the Republicans regain control of the House or Senate, they could potentially impeach prior presidents such as Barack Obama and others like that, or Bill Clinton, for example, for the pardons that he issued to Puerto Rican terrorists, or Mark Rich, the fugitive financier. They could impeach them because that's the precedent that's being established.
Hans, we know that this trial will look different than the last. John Roberts will not be sitting in charge.
Right.
What can we expect as far as a template? Is there a template or standard that they're following here?
Well, they're obviously making up the rules to favor them any way they want. For example, they apparently sent a letter to former President Trump's lawyers saying that if he failed to appear as a witness, they would hold that against him in deciding whether he's guilty or not. That violates basic standards against self-incrimination and forcing someone to testify under the Fifth Amendment. Again, the Democrats are ignoring that. The Fifth Amendment was put in to try to prevent those kind of procedures they're implementing, which resemble those of the Star Chambers of England in the 1600s.
Yeah. Just about 30 seconds left here, Hans, but today the Trump defense team called this nothing more than political theater. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think it is. I think this unfortunately resembles the kind of show trials that Joseph Stalin staged in the 1930s against political opponents and people he thought would interfere with his power.
All right. Hans von Spakovsky, we are out of time. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.